Saying no. Niggas know how I'm bumming, nigga. Yeah. Fuck what a nigga say, I feel like Dre. Man, the game is sick. Suckers wanna play and load my K until that bitch click. Big stick, hanging out the bottom of my 4-5. No lie, if I whip it out, somebody gon' die. Only time you hard is on the gram when you go live. Flexing with a tube but never blam, I'ma blow mine. Won't show mine until it's go time. Nah, you can't hold mine. Yeah, I got the whole mine, I'm on the goal line. And I'm going for 6, watch me up the scope. Caught him at the stove, he was with his hoe. Had to let him know, that's your ass, you don't get it past. You reap what you sow. Why you speaking low? Speak up, boy, you been a hoe. Boy, you been a bitch, get off dick, tryna steal my drip. Look up in the air, you see me, I'm fly as bird shit. Never on no nerd shit, why you on that lame shit? You don't want no smoke, you get smoke with who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? Lame ass niggas talking about they in some game shit. Nigga, you's a bitch, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, you's a hoe. Nah, you ain't no hoe, cause hoes get dope. Man, you pussy ass a cat.
We fucking live, my niggas.
Walk, tell him free to act. Dealing for your rat, you know he told how you sleep with.
Oh shit.
Hard to Start Fantasy Podcast, man. Waiver Wire Show, man. Coming at y'all. Y'all know we right here, man. Week 1 over. JD, how you feeling, man? What's good?
We fucking live, my niggas. We live, man. That's me in the background talking that shit, my nigga. 100%, bro.
We live. Let me turn the TV in the background a little bit lower. Hold on, talk your shit.
5-4 in Sleeper, 2-1 in Yahoo. You know what I mean? You can do all your homework that you want to, bro, but yet, nigga, when shit gets on that field, nigga, anything goes, bro. 100%. Who the fuck would have thought that Stafford and Mac Jones would have been in the top 5 for throwing numbers? 100%, bro. So look,
versus
that's why
the Eagles
we're here
too.
Every Tuesday to bring y'all the fucking waiver wire. 100%, bro.
Shout out to Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan, man. I sent you a trade, bro, man. You don't like to answer the trades till like 5 days later, bro. Go get your motherfucking response game up, R-Dot. 100%, bro.
Hey, that's only one R-Dot. Hey, but Ryan out here trying to steal game, man. You gotta watch the niggas like him, man. He don't even watch football, man. No, I'm just talking shit, man. Champion right there, man. Shout out to Ryan. Nigga out here trying to steal game. Good thing we ain't giving the people nothing that they don't already know, but we giving them our way and why you should and shouldn't. This is week 2 waiver wire advice. Shit, let's jump into this shit, man. Oh, big news though. Aaron Rodgers, man. I hate to see legends go out like that, man. Damn. Not even just because I had Wilson, but just because, man, like, fuck, bro. You got to go out like that and hey, at least go out swinging.
100%. Hey, but you know, flat tires happen all the time, man. You know what I mean? I used to live across the street from the I-5, right? And when that motherfucking big rig blow a tire, nigga, sound like in the motherfucking 12 gauge. Woo! You can never predict that flat tire, bro. 100%, nigga. ACL, Achilles, man. Sometimes that shit just be non-contact injuries. And then the go deeper, nigga, MetLife,
like bro.
Years ago, nigga, it was the motherfucking turf monster.
Bro, that shit still is, bro. Still is right now, bro. And when it's wet, they say it's the worst. NFL got all this money, and they still got niggas playing on these goddamn turf, man.
It ain't the NFL, it's the niggas that own the stadium because you can roll that motherfucking turf out and bring Beyonce, bring Drake, bring what's Taylor Swift. You bring that field right out. Substituted for the concert, Brad. The shit ain't going nowhere, so it is what it is, Brad. They're going to have to adjust, Brad.
They say he shouldn't have been talking about them aliens on Hard Knocks, man. They flipped the NFL script on his ass. Say, stop playing. Well, let's jump into it, though, man. We're going to get into these waiver wire ads. We'll let them sit there at the bottom. These are ads, but we're going to give y'all where we have them ranked, right? So you'll see them at the bottom. These are hot ads. If you go on any platform you on, we're gonna show you who's being added the most. You know, these are some of the ads. But let's jump into your top, man. Your top ads. Let's start at number 11. You got Allen Robinson on there. The top. We can start at the top.
No, it's fine. We can go with Allen Robinson.
Let's start at the top. You're right. Your number 1 is Kyron. I got a bone to pick with that.
11 15 attempts, 52 yards, 3.5 per carry, 2 TDs. Now his counterpart, which was the so-called starter, which some of us was high on, in fucking Cam Akers, 22 attempts, 29 yards, 1.3 per carry. Now he out-touched him, or he out-carried him by 7 carries, and he only had 1.3 per yards. So fucking McVay allowed Cam to go ahead and get the just due, but the just due was like running in quicksand. Shout out to my little cousin Jabari. We already know what happened. Some of us might not know what happened at Sac City College. Rest in peace, a little bruh. But I was talking to Jabari about him, and he had a teammate over here. I'm like, bruh, when you in the swimming pool and you doing high knees, it's like running in quicksand. That's what motherfucking Cam Akers was doing. He had 22 attempts on the ground and he only got 1.3 yards per carry. He out-touched him or out-attempting by 7 attempts. It's not overthinking, bro. Go ahead and give me your rebuttal.
Nah, remember that song? Heard it all before. Bruh. Hey, McVay always do this shit. He might have Akers in the doghouse for 1 or 2 weeks, and then Akers bust because he just had the 1 point, and then it's back to. Now, I do love the 65% snap percentage. Kyron was running all the routes, even though they didn't catch no balls. But McVay is too up and down. Like, there's no franchise running back over there. So I was high on Akers being a value this year. I don't want neither one of these niggas. Now, don't get me wrong. I grab them in certain leagues because I need a running back, and I'm gonna take a chance on it. But I'm nervous on that part right there, bro. Like, McVay is like Jekyll and Hyde. 1 week it's like, McVay is like wax when he trading in Dynasty. 1 week it's picks, 1 week it's players. You know
What's
what I'm saying?
22 plus 15? Is that 37?
He got them all.
No. 22 plus 15 is 37. That's 37 attempts. Cam Akers out-attempted him by 7 attempts. So that shows that McVay gave Akers all the chance in the world, and he couldn't do nothing, bro. 1.3 yards per carry on 22 attempts, and this boy goes 15 attempts, 3.5, and 2 touchdowns, 52 yards. It looked like he got the hot hand right now, bro. 100%.
Hey, shout out to Wood. Shout out to Wood. He said it still could be worth a number 1 pick. It's worth the risk. I'm with you. I'm going to just say this, though. They was up big in that game. And even at the end of the game, even with Cam in the doghouse, he got a lot of them carries at the end when they was trying to run the game out. So that could be like
with it, though.
He couldn't do nothing. But I look at they was playing Seattle. Seattle lost both offensive linemen. They was whooping their ass. But I look at their schedule coming up. Frisco, Cincinnati, we'll see what type of team they're going to be by then. They got a good one at the Colts, but then they got Philly. They got Dallas somewhere down there. They got Green Bay somewhere down there. Then you go to the end of the season, which is too far to predict, but I'm just saying, you pick somebody off the waiver, you're not banking on them. Don't get me wrong and be like, oh, my God, you banking your season on him. I'm with you as far as him being on the top of the list as pickups. But then I look at Cleveland, Baltimore on the list at the end of the year. I don't think the Rams is going to be up a lot of games. Even though we counted them out, I don't think they're going to be up a lot of games like they is right now. So then it's who's the better pass catcher? Maybe it is Kyron. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Stafford is looking down the field like he was. I don't know. But that brings me to who my number 1 is. You know what I'm saying? Puka Nuka. You know, and we'll jump to your number 2 unless you want to say something else about Kyron. But Puka Nuka is my number 2 right now. Hey, what they calling him? Little Cup. You know what I'm saying? Little baby Cup. 15 targets. That's my number 1 wire pick. If I can get him, and it's crazy because shout out to G. He just called me before we was doing the show. That's why I missed the text message. And he talking about, yeah, I gotta go pick Puka. I gotta pick Puka. I said, G, you ain't gotta tell me about Puka because I'm in 9 leagues, including Dynasty, and I have Puka in 80% of the leagues. The only leagues I don't got him in is AOB because he's on the wire, and the other 2 leagues because shout out to Hefe Dreams grabbed him before the week started. I'm big on Puka. Big target, coming out of BYU. He got good yak. He know how to 6'2". He know how to go get it. I was even following him during training camp. You know what I'm saying? All training camp. Who was he soaking up game from? Cooper Kupp. You feel me? I seen clips where Kupp is coaching him. Man, do it like this. No, if you turn like this, you'll get him behind you. Use your big body. Perfect type of receiver that Stafford liked. You feel me? So, I mean, shit, you got him at 2A, so obviously you believe too. But I got him ahead of Kyron, though.
I ain't mad at that. No, definitely. He is worth a wire pick and his counterpart in Tutu. Tutu was highly efficient. It was 6 receptions, 8 targets, 119 yards, and 19.8 yards per reception, bro. Highly efficient. Whooping them downfield. So you got Nakua working the short to intermediate with, 11.9 yards per reception. And then you had Tutu lighting their ass up. So I would definitely put a wire pick in for both of them. But that's 3 players off the Rams offense to where going into the season, a lot of the industry was like, man, ain't nobody relevant over there but Kupp. You know what I mean? So here it is now. Nigga, like I said, and Stafford is one of my guys. This is the only quarterback that I have on my list to go pick up. But here it is there, nigga. It's 2 receivers that's not named Cooper Kupp. So, yeah, definitely go put a wire pick on all 3 of those Rams players right now. 100%. And shout out to Brett that tapped in with us on Sunday night asking about Cam Akers and woo. Bruh, go get Kyron to cover Akers, 1.3 yards per carry. And if you are receiver thirsty like me, because I don't prioritize wide receivers in the draft, these are 2 of the wide receivers that you need to go get. 100%.
I'm gonna say this, you know, the devil on my shoulder is saying Puka's a guy no matter what, 15 targets. But McVay was making a point to get the ball in Atwell's hand, not even through the air, handoffs, revert, all type of shit, getting creative. You know what I'm saying? He's a couple years in that system, so I love it. I love Tutu. I'm not gonna spend a wire pick on him. Me personally, he's a guy that I think people gonna let slip, and you can go pick him up for the F. You know what I'm saying? But definitely got him up there. So you got number 3. You got your boy Justice Hill. I'm gonna say one thing on this part. Actually, go ahead. Why you got him at 3?
8 attempts, only 9 yards, 2 TDs. The best change of pace back besides motherfucking Melvin Gordon and motherfucking Gus the Bus. He's the most explosive running back over there outside of them 3. 100%. And he got the red zone touches. So I mean, what else do you want, bro? 100%. So definitely go get Justice Hill.
I'm not gonna fuck with Justice Hill. I see why you is. I'm gonna keep it real. Even like, you know, we in Dynasty, so we be paying attention early. Like before I play Dynasty, I never am that deep into training camp and mandatory OTAs and all of that shit, right? But Justice Hill was doing his thing in the offseason. So I can agree with him having an opportunity. I don't believe in Gus Edwards. He's a serviceable back, whatever, but he always get hurt. Not only that, if this offense is going to be passing more like they say they is, Justin Hill he's pretty fast. He's a speed guy. You know what I'm saying? He can move faster than a lot of them. They are bringing Melvin Gordon off the practice squad. I don't know if I would spend a waiver wire pick on Hill just because I don't know if he's going to be locked into that role. And to me, you got players. I think the Ravens is going to fuck around and go get like a Fournette or a Kareem Hunt. I think. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I think Melvin Gordon ain't got no juice left. But if I had to pick on the running backs that's on the roster right now, I would take Justice Hill over Gus Edwards, me personally. So I see why you got him at 3. I got Justice Hill as my 12th wire ad. But when you look at, like, when you made your rankings, did you look at a certain percentage owned? Is it like over 40%, 50%? What?
It can't be over 50 because if it's over 50, that means that half of the leagues on that site he's not available. So it has to be under 50%.
Got you. All right, so let's jump into let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Number 4. Hey, I like this one right here. Your boy Shaheed.
No,
I got
definitely.
Shaheed at
Shaheed,
6, but I fuck
5
with
receptions, 6 targets, 89 yards, 17.8 yards per reception, 2 attempts, 11 yards, 1 TD, bro. Getting involved in every aspect of the game on that offensive side. 100%. Mike T did a little bit of a something. Olave balled out. Shaheed might be the number 2 option over there, 100%. You know, uh, Alvin not there right now for the first 3, so we got 2 more games without Alvin. But yet Shaheed has made a case to be one of these guys in this offense. He did it at the end of the year this year, and he's riding that wave going into this year, 100%. So if you are receiver thirsty or have a spot on your bench to have a dart throw in, and as the weeks progress, Shaheed is going to be a factor in this offense, bro. He's making a case for it. There's no way that Dennis Allen is not having him in the lineup 100%. So I love Shaheed.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real. In the offseason, the only reason why he didn't get no buzz and he was going undrafted is because he was hurt. He was dealing with a hamstring injury. So he didn't play in the preseason and he missed a lot of practice. But the way he ended last year, that was the reason there was a buzz. Now go look at his stats from last year. He did his thing towards the end of the year. And I see what the Saints did. They made a point to put the ball in his hands, whether it was a handoff or reverse. The deep ball is there. You know, we got Derek Carr over there, who was one of the best deep ball throwers in the league. Him and Olave is going to be magic, if you ask me. Mike Thomas is going to be that in the middle of the field guy. You got Shaheed everywhere on the field. I love Shaheed. Even when Kamara come back, I love Shaheed. 22 fantasy points. I mean, 6 receptions, like you said, 89 yards and a touchdown. They was making a point to get him the ball. And if y'all in leagues like we is, you get points for them big plays, and he's going to be a big play guy. I'm fucking with Shaheed for sure. I would even go. So, look, let me ask you this. Obviously, you got Shaheed ranked over your next player, Kendrick Bourne. But is there an argument for you to have Shaheed over Pukanuka?
No.
Me neither. Kendrick Bourne, number 5. I love
KB,
him.
I talked about KB on Sunday night, 100%. There's no reason that you shouldn't be trying to go get KB, bruh. Devontae Parker, we don't know if he's going to be in the lineup next week. Keyshawn Boutier, he can't do the toe drag swag. Tyquan Thornton, IR. I mean, what the fuck? KB, he done this last year with New England. He's had boom games as a Niner, 100%. Fucking 6 receptions, 11 targets, 64 yards, 10.7 yards per catch, 2 fucking TDs, bro. Mac Jones, another motherfucker, top 5 last week in yards down the field, 350 yards plus, 340 plus, 100%, bro. Why not go try and go get him? Now, as we get out of this top 5 or maybe even the top 3, you don't have to put a wire claim in unless you're really thirsty for one of these players. Now, Kendrick Bourne, besides my top 3, he might slide through the waivers. You know what I mean? Fucking with me, though, if you in a league with me, nigga, I got a wire claim in for Bourne. 100%. I'm going to let it be known. Whether you in leagues with me or you watching this shit, you see this shit tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, whatever the fuck it is. I got a claim in for Bourne, just based on. And I said this on Sunday night, man. He got them hands, man, 100%. KB goes to work, bro. So, I mean, ain't no if, ands, abouts, or butted about with Mac Jones. He's looking towards him.
He's killing Juju. They got the young boy Douglas. I like him for some late season shit. Butte, we talked about Butte. He couldn't get his toe in. You know what I'm saying? He got to work on that. But as far as vets, give me Kendrick Bourne, man. I ain't fucking with Juju. Juju ain't been good since AB was here. And they was talking about his knee is messed up. He's playing through it. So, give me Kendrick Bourne on a team that, they bring what's the name in, Bill O'Brien. They don't have the defensive coordinator calling plays no more. And we seen what happened. Mac Jones was at the top of the QB list this week. You know what I'm saying? So You know, is it gonna last? I don't know, but I give me Kendrick Bourne all day. He's a great pickup. Ryan said, "What y'all think about Mike Thomas? Is he back? No, he is what
He's
he is.
back as long as he plays 16 to 17 games. We seen it last year, right off the rip, 3 TDs in 2 games, and he blew a tire. 100%. If he can play, he'll get maybe 100 targets, 60 to 65, 70 receptions, close to 1,000, 3 to 4, 5 TDs. Yeah, he's back. It's just as long as where you fucking drafted him at. We had a motherfucker right now, and Ryan, you in the league, you can go get on his ass right now. Pause. He drafted him as one of his starting motherfucking receivers.
Man, look.
No, he's not back if you're trying to elevate him to 4 years ago.
When Thomas was there before,
when Thomas was the trophy.
When Thomas was there before, can you remember any receiver as good as Olave being there with him?
You put me on the spot right now.
No. The answer is no. And not only that, he's good for what he is, but that's possession receiver. He's not finna tear off no big runs. He's not finna. We just talked about Shaheed being a big play guy, Olave being a big play guy. If you want a safe player to get you 10 points, all right, cool, Mike Thomas. There you go. But if you want a nigga that can get you 10 to 25, you go look elsewhere. I'm cool. Number 6, Kenneth Gainwell. Surprisingly that he's still on the wire when they've been telling us all offseason, Kenneth Gainwell is the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, no, for sure.
He is battling a rib injury right now, though. Didn't practice, but, you know.
14 attempts, 54 yards, 4 targets, 4 receptions, 20 yards. I mean, shit. That's damn near 10 1 point per 10 yards. That's 5. Another 4. That's another 4. That's 9. And then the 2, that's 11 points. Just basic PPR scoring. 11 points going for an undrafted player. My only thing is that they don't throw to their backs like that, right? So for him to go ahead and show them 4 targets on them 20 yards, even though that 20 yards ain't shit, this is what Miles Sanders did last year. Miles Sanders was average damn near 75 yards on the ground, 1 or 2 targets per game, 1 or 2 receptions per game. Miles Sanders finished as the top 15 overall RB, a high-end RB2. So if you got a healthy scratch, well, I ain't going to say a healthy scratch, but Penny was a scratch. You got Swift, who only had 1 point, and then you got one more running back over there. But yet, if it's going to be Gainwell, that's the running back that you want to own because we've seen it with Miles Sanders. So if Gainwell is going to be the feature back, Miles Sanders finished as a high-end RB2. So go ahead and try and slide in Gainwell as one of your RBs on the bench. 100%.
Yeah, I can't get jiggy with Gainwell just because. I mean, in most of our leagues, there's a lot of teams that's lacking at the running back. That's just how it is in most leagues. There's always going to be imbalance somewhere, right? So if you're looking for running backs, I'm not against nobody, going to grab some of these guys that you got, the Justice Hills and the Gainwells. I'm one of them that needs to get a running back in AOB. I plan on picking up a running back tonight, right? But the Gainwell situation, if you think about some situations, I don't want to give off too many, but just think about running backs in situations where you're starting running back and they're backup, right? There's a lot of situations where there is high value handcuffs behind them, but there's also a lot of situations where if a running back is banged up, they're going to try to get him back as much as they can, and his job is pretty safe, right? Let's think of I'll just give you some examples. Ramondre Stevenson get banged up. They're going to try to get him back, even though they got Zeke, right? Barkley, he get banged up. They're going to try to get him back. His job is safe. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's not Gainwell. He's a star. But my point is somebody like Gainwell get banged up like he is now, is next man up. They got 4 running backs over there. You feel me? I don't want nothing to do with this running back situation, this running back room over here. Now, if somebody drops Swift like a lot of people might end up doing, I don't see him doing it, but maybe I hold on to him, but I for sure wouldn't be starting him. Shout out to Ryan. He's starting him right now. You better go shake a tail feather, man. Make a move.
My thing is if he's floating out on the wire, I'm going to grab him. I might not have to put a wire claim in for him, but if I don't got a wire claim in for him or don't have to put a wire claim and he's floating out there, and he showed in the first week that he's capable of toting the rock as the lead back behind the fucking quarterback who's also the 1A or the 1B running back in that offense. Like I just said, Miles Sanders finished as a high-end RB2 with 1,100 yards, bro, and like 8 TDs. If Gainwell is going to show that he can do that, you better get him early because Swift can't stay on the field. Penny already can't stay on the field. And I don't even know who the other motherfucker is because he's not popping off right now. So go get him Penny. If he's floating on the wire.
And Sermon, bro, the crazy part is, right, you say about Gainwell.
Sermon is not the guy.
Bro, you say about Gainwell, right? Bro, he was the pass-catching running back last year. Yeah, and but now they want him to do both. I'm saying the argument he was considered a pass-catching running back over there last year.
Yeah, Miles Sanders was the grinder.
Well, they don't throw the running backs. You know what I'm saying? They don't. But if they are to start doing that more with Stipend gone, right? Then wouldn't you want the workhorse / pass-catching running back? You know what I'm saying? Just on some fantasy. So I'll take Gainwell in that situation, but I don't really want nobody in this backfield. Next one. This person is actually number 2 on my waiver list. I got Puka and Josh Kelly.
Yeah, when you got 32 attempts and a combined 200 yards between both of your running backs and 2 TDs, one is going for 7.3 yards per carry, which was Eckler. The other one going for 5.7, which we can damn near round that up to 6. Why not go get him? 100%, especially if you're the you have a share of Eckler. 100%.
If you got a share of Eckler, you better go get Kelly. And if you don't got a share of him, I still might go get him. We've seen Eckler dealing with the ankle injury. He came back in the game when he went out, but he was dealing with the ankle injury. But I look at Kelly in his short career, he ain't never had more than, let's see, his first year, 111 carries, and 33, then 69, and 16. It's been Austin Eckler world, right? But I look at last year, 69 attempts, 4 yards a carry. You just mentioned 5.69 yards per carry this last game. Man, listen, if Eckler is any way banged up, or even if he not, Kelly is a high value stash play. And I'm going to grab him. Potential league winner if something happened to Eckler. And I hope I ain't giving up too much. We got a lot of sharks in here right now. Number 8, you got my guy, Roshan. I actually dropped him. Didn't have room for him. Roshan to me is a week 5, 6, 7 starter. Give me the end of the quarter of the season. I think he'll be starting. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against Herbert. But Roshan's a better pass blocker, which they need help. That line is terrible. And he runs harder. He can catch the ball. You know, so a lot of the things that Herbert's bad in, he's good at. You know what I'm saying? If those familiar not with Roshan, he was the backup to Bijan Robinson at Texas. Arguably the best run-blocking running back in the draft.
So he's a dart throw to me because he got out attempted by the quarterback and Herbert, and for 5 attempts, 20 yards, 4 yards per carry, and he got the touchdown. Then he was out targeted. No, he wasn't out targeted, but yet he was out yards per reception by fucking Herbert. But he also had 6 receptions. 7 targets, 35 yards, 5.8 per touch. You know what I mean? So to me, he's really a dart though, because same shit with over in Philly. You got a multitude of running backs on top of a dual threat quarterback. So you just don't know. And we seen motherfucking Justin Fields one read, 2 read, take off. So the targets in the PPR game with Roshan, it's not guaranteed. He's a dart throw, 100%. And you got Foreman and you got Herbert also mixed in with him. So, like I said, as my 8th overall wire pick, ain't nobody that you putting a claim in for. But if he's floating out there, go ahead and get him. If you got the roster space to hold on to him, because if one man go down in that running back rotation, it elevates him, and you damn near got you a starting running back, bro.
I think, like I said, week 5, 6, 7, I think he got action at starting. I'm not scared of Foreman. They were talking about he was in danger of getting cut after getting signed this year. So Roshan is a high value stash to me. Not in the best offense for a running back, like JD said. You got a dual threat quarterback, but as far as talent wise, he's one of those guys that I'm gonna regret not holding on to. Number 9, you got Stafford.
Man, everybody thought in the industry that they were punting on this season. 334 yards, no TDs, no interceptions, 24 for 38. You go up to the 12th man in the Pacific Northwest, this shit don't phase you, bro, especially without your motherfucking starting wide receiver. That's your breath. That's your breath. The starting wide receiver is your breath. And it looked like y'all ain't missed a beat without it. 100%. And then, most of us, redraft is single QB. So the trend is starting to be a super flex as the industry progresses and, more motherfuckers get to playing. So why not go get Stafford? If you're in a single QB, go get him for your bye week. Because if your quarterback goes down and he's continuing to do this, bruh, and motherfucking Cup comes back week 5, week 6, you add him to the mix with Nakua and Thutu, 100%, bruh. You got you a number 1 quarterback, top 12 quarterback, 100%. He got the track record of doing it, and he's fully healthy. That elbow ain't looking like it's dead.
I need to see some TDs, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Plus, you mentioned how much they ran the ball. They are going to be one of them teams that's going to try to control the game by running the ball. If they have a chance at winning, it's going to have to be those grinded out games. But Stafford is a quarterback MVP type, playoffs, Super Bowl. I ain't gonna say MVP, Super Bowl winning quarterback, just 2 years removed. So I'm not gonna take it out of him and be like, no. But I rather it's two quarterbacks on the wire that I rather have. 3 actually, J Love, Derek Carr, and Purdy, and they are on the wire as well. That's my take on that one. But
Purdy
again,
didn't throw for 300, and motherfucking J Love ain't throw for 300 either. And they all finished around the same thing this week.
Well, no, Stafford had what he had. He had 14 points. He threw for 300, but he only had 14 points.
Yeah, Purdy only had 17, and J Love only had about 18, 19 points. So that's about the same shit.
Jordan Love had 27 points.
And certain scoring.
No, nigga, AOB, nigga, 27 points, bro. 245 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's because you got to think it's because of them, the long touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? The Aaron Jones. Then I look at him missing Christian Watson. When he gets back, he's that deep guy. I kind of like what they're doing over there in Green Bay. Wood, and Chris was having a conversation about Love and how much they're high on him and how much he impressed them. I call him Critter Berry and Wood. What I call Wood the other day, Wood Scheffner or Wood Yates. You know what I'm saying? Wood Yates. Shout out to Phil Yates and Matthew Berry, right? But nah, J Love, man, I'd rather have J Love than Stafford right now. I'm gonna be honest. Number 10, Hunter Henry. I like this one. Tight ends is hard to have right now.
So besides Kendrick Bourne in that offense, 5 receptions, 6 targets, 56 yards, 11.2 yards per reception, 1 TD. It looked like it's a catch and fall, but yet that's what Henry presents. And Henry looked at like he was the 1B to KB, 100%, or the vice versa. You know what I mean? So if you're tight end deprived, go ahead and go get Henry because he's putting up numbers, bro. 100%. You got to go get you a tight end that's going to get you over 7-8 points per game, bro.
Man, look, if Bill O'Brien is here and they say he gonna make Mac Jones better, what better to have than a guy like Hunter Henry that, before these bad offenses were kicking, Hunter Henry was a guy that when he came from the Chargers, niggas was grabbing him and predicting him to be in their top 10. And with the way the tight ends is moving, you know what I mean? We had the tight ends that we had put on the shit the other day on the top players and whatnot, and tight ends was slim pickings. Andrews hurt, Kelsey hurt, Pitts with a 5, Goddard with a 0, which I believe Goddard to bounce back. We talked about Schultz was one of the sleepers. He had 2. You gave a few tight ends that people should go grab. Hunter Henry being one of them. What was the other one? Hayden Hurst. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the tight ends that you need to be trying to go scoop up. If a position is thin, you should be trying to go scoop them up in certain situations, for sure. And I like Hunter Henry if Mac Jones is going to be moving the ball like that. I fuck with that, for sure. Number 11, you got your boy, Allen Robinson.
It's not my boy. Deontay is my guy. But he's taking Deontay's place with the blown tire, or the tire it needs a patch, so he's going to sit for a few weeks. So Allen Robinson goes right next to fucking George Pickens, steps in, 5 receptions, 8 targets, 64 yards, 12.8 yards per carry. Allen Robinson was totally written off. I don't think nobody drafted Allen Robinson unless you have a 20-man roster, 100%. So word then came that Deontay got to sit down for a couple of games. They ain't playing the Niners every week. Go get you a flyer, a nice dart, though, with Allen Robinson right there, bro. 100%.
I'm going to keep Allen Robinson where he at, and that's on the wire, me personally. And I'm only going to say this because I like Calvin Austin, as far as big play, possibly being somebody that could gradually be used more and more. He shined in the preseason, which is the preseason. Who gives a fuck?
What was his ADOT?
But he's just – well, I'll tell you this. When Deontay Johnson went out, he had 6 targets, 6 catches, only 37 yards. But he was –
what was his ADOT? Everything is around the line of scrimmage.
I mean, that's what it is right now. But, we'll see. But that's the thing, though. Allen Robinson, everything he does has to be around the line of scrimmage. He can't go
2.8 yards per reception. That's not behind the line of scrimmage. That's downfield.
Calvin, we can revisit this in 3 weeks, and I'll say Calvin Austin to be running circles around Allen Robinson. We'll keep that. Hey, put it on the board. We're going to keep that there. But me personally, I'm keeping Allen Robinson where he is. I'm going to run through my waiver wire targets right quick. I'm not going to run through them because we talked about a lot of them, but just throwing it up there on the screen. Top ad, I got Puka Nuka. I got Josh Kelly there. I got Zay Jones, who's 30-something% used in leagues right now. Zay Jones, when they've got 2 receivers on this field, he's the other one, him and Ridley, not Christian Kirk. Do I think Christian Kirk is only going to have 1 target moving forward? Absolutely not. But if you tell me who's going to stay on the field more and you tell me Zay Jones got action to staying on the field more, whether it's because he's a better blocker, it's just because of whatever packages they got going, man, I'll take a flyer on Zay Jones. I like Zay Jones a lot. Josh Kelly, I mentioned him. I do got Gainwell at number 4. I got Kyron Williams. And honestly, you got me thinking more on him, moving him up. So, Zay Jones, if you're in a good league, he shouldn't be on the wire, but he's only 30-something% on the Yahoo. So if we're talking about, let's assume your leagues are good, I could see having Kyron Williams ahead of – I could see having Kyron Williams number 3 on this list, assuming Zay Jones is gone. I put Shaheed. I got Shaheed at 6 like you. I like him. He's definitely somebody to grab. They're using him. Same with Kendrick Bourne. I love Kendrick Bourne. And it depends on what type of leagues you in. I'm in some leagues where you starting hella players at once. And you need those Puka Nukas and Kendrick Bournes and Shaheeds to throw in to, make space for some of them players that did get hurt. You know, we talked about Roshan. He's the dart, though. Jordan Love, I got him at 9. You got Stafford. So, hey, them is game from all y'all. This fantasy is opinion-based and subjective until the results happen. So, I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong. You need to get Love over Stafford. It depends on how you feel and what you see. JD got Stafford. I got Love. Y'all take it how you want. Hayden Hurst, I'm with you on the Hayden Hurst. I fuck with him.
I don't got Hayden Hurst in there though.
Well, you don't have him, but I'm sure you talked about him on the last show when we was at the studio
Sunday, yeah.
About how Hayden Hurst is somebody you should be looking to get with being Bryce Young's favorite target. Hunter Henry up there as well, Justice Hill, but I also got Rashee Rice in there. A lot of people don't got Rashee Rice. We talk about Phony Tony. We talk about Sky Moore can't get open. You know, Rashee Rice was – be on the lookout, man. If you got a stash or you got space, go ahead and tuck Rashee Rice over there because between him and Watson, somebody else is going to get a chance to make up for all them goddamn drops at Mahomes. You can guarantee they working heavily on everybody right now. And Rashee Rice, they was calling him Baby D-Hop, which I no disrespect to D-Hop. He's D-Hop. But he got that game that's similar to him. You know what I'm saying? So,
shit.
Hey man, that's that wire, man. Y'all better get with it or get lost, man, because you know you can't lose your league in the draft, but you could not win it on the wire. You know, you got to be able to adjust. You get players that get hurt every day. You know what I'm saying? It's every year you get them players that come out.
You are now tuned into the Hard to Start podcast.
Every year you get them players that kill off the wire. You can go back as far as you want, and a lot of the league winners come off the wire. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to shake some of them names that's collecting dust, or you know, some of them players you drop the niggas ain't gonna pick up, some of them handcuffs that ain't worth shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless your guy gets hurt, go take some chances on some of these players and go look at opportunity. JD talk about opportunity. You know, route participation when it comes to wide receivers, snap percentage, like all that shit matters. You want people who are going to be on the field and going to be used.
Thanks.
Hey, but happy wire night, man. That's all I got for the people right now, JD. You got anything on the way out?
In fantasy, if you ain't got the nuts, if you ain't got the heart to start, you ain't got the nuts of a champion. And in life, stay ready. You ain't got to get ready, my G's. 100%, man. That's the waiver wire for week 2, bro. We see y'all boys sometime this weekend.
We out.